Hello and welcome back, my friends, to another episode of The Legend of PikVille Heavy Industries. Today's episode is brought to you by the Prickly Pear Consortium, who reminds us all that, like Beyonce, our voices and our products are much sweeter than anything those knuckleheads at the NGA can provide. Okay, that felt just a little personal. I just read 'em, I don't write 'em. Anyway, let's light this one up. This is the story of how a simple machinist named Kenny Dope, which is not his real name, went from being a simple machinist to becoming Jouallier Des Etoiles, as he is more commonly known these days. Oh, and he also helped create the chrono subs and the amazing hulls on our submarines and cruise ships. But first, he made some earrings. The time space that this Kenny inhabits is one in which Town Lake does make it all of the way to the CAP and is navigable all of the way to the Colorado. The shop that Kenny worked at had many contracts that were involved with the construction of that huge project. Some of them actually had classified labels stuck to them, as we would later find out. After about a month of complaining about Troy, who he contends was talking incessantly about making his own gauged earrings, Kenny found a weird chunk of something metallic. He assumed it was either stainless or some alloy of aluminum. It wasn't. As he was busy machining this chunk, which is a technical term meaning a chunk, strange things were occurring. Strange things such as, while he was able to cut it in half, both halves on the cut side seemed to be work-hardened to an extreme. Next, he set to work on the rim, the interface with the ear, and it machined nicely. All he had to do now is remove the center portion to make it a hoop. The trouble started near immediately as he noticed a harmonic coming from the tool head, and it kind of sounded like Christopher Cross singing Sailing. And the closer to the rim he got, the louder the harmonic, and it seemed to be getting heavier, like 9-inch nails singing Sailing. The closer the machine got to the rim or the back, which was the cut side from the first task, the harder the material became. It soon was obvious that these earrings were destined to be dished and not hooped. Besides that fact, he was starting to hear the death metal version of Sailing and decided to stop immediately. We also need to stop immediately and do this ad read. Today's episode is sponsored by the Prickly Pear Consortium, the only agricultural group in the valley that doesn't need a board meeting, a subcommittee, and a PowerPoint deck to have a good time. While the NGA is busy aligning strategic initiatives, we're out here making prickly pear lemonade, staining cutting boards magenta, and accidentally inventing 3 new cocktails before lunch. And sure, the NGA has matching jackets. We have matching sunburns. They have a 5-year plan. We have a guy with a cooler. They talk about vertical integration. We talk about flavor explosions. So if you want cactus that tastes like something, come hang with the PPC. The PPC, we're not corporate. We're just better. 3 cocktails before lunch, you say? Well, back to our astonishing story. Dished was not the original plan, but why not? The material, whatever it was, is super light, so that wouldn't be an issue. They just needed a polish or something. It had virtually no reflectivity. Try as he might, he could not change the non-reflective nature of this material. So he gave up. And Kenny proudly handed Troy his creation on his birthday. And Troy wasted no time before their installation. And did he look suave? Suave, man, suave. Since we were all staring at Troy's ears out on the smoking patio, where I don't smoke, Someone wondered aloud if you could shine that new laser pointer right through his ears. So they tried. It didn't work. It did create quite the light show and pointed at Troy's new earrings, though. The pattern looked intentional, like Kenny had machined what kind of looked like hieroglyphs into the surface. He hadn't. The strangeness didn't end there, as one of the regulars was having a hard time getting a cell signal. But as soon as Troy sat next to him, boom, 5 bars. The kid with the mouth full of braces on the other side was looking around for something, and finally asked if anyone else could hear Christopher Cross singing Ride Like the Wind. They couldn't. And when Troy went back inside, the music stopped in his head. He told the regular, who suddenly only had 1 bar left on his cell phone. Now, other than looking really cool, Troy himself wasn't getting any additional benefits. But if you were in his close vicinity, you could enjoy boosted Wi-Fi or cell signal. Even your Walkman worked better. Troy suddenly had many more followers. And Kenny Dope was about to be the jeweler of the stars, if he could figure out how to get more of that material. Little did he know, how could he know? None of the rest of us at the Q and Brew knew, and you still don't know. But the cat's finally out of the bag. That chunk was planted by the PHI spy. And while I've had 0 luck on the identify the spy front, unfortunately, I've been steered away from any kind of serious inquiry. Now, Kenny, however, was seemingly led to the recipe for that curious alloy, or more accurately, those layers of curious alloys. The first, or outer layer, was made of bleep and bleep with a little bit of bleep. Wait, hold on. That was... What? Holy crap! I'm being bleeped in real time. I'm trying to say the name of an element, and instead of the word bleep, it's come bleep. Holy crap! Okay, I get the picture. Let's end this story with a recipe we can all use after that madness. Let's hear it, PPC. This week, let's go to an old favorite. And to do that, we have to start with Prickly Pear Simple Syrup, the powder edition. The PPC-approved magenta engine that powers the Prickly Margarita. Ingredients: 1 cup water, 1 cup sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons of prickly pear powder, depending on how magenta you want it. Optional, a squeeze of lime for brightness. Method: in a small saucepan, heat the water and sugar over medium until the sugar dissolves. Reduce the heat to low and whisk in the prickly pear powder. Let it simmer gently for 3 to 5 minutes, whisking occasionally. Remove from heat and let it steep for 10 minutes. This helps the powder fully bloom. Strain through a fine mesh sieve or a cheesecloth to remove any remaining solids, if you so choose. Cool completely. Store in a jar. It'll keep for 2 weeks in the fridge. Longer if you can pretend it's fine. You now have magenta rocket fuel. So let's make a prickly marg. Nothing goes better with yacht rock than a prickly margarita on the rocks. Ingredients are 2 ounces of mezcal, the smokier the better, 1 ounce of prickly pear simple syrup, ½ ounce of orange liqueur, Cointreau, triple sec, or whatever's in the cabinet, ice, salt or tagine the rim, optional but highly encouraged. Method: rim your glass with salt or tagine. Fill the glass with ice, actual rocks because yacht rock demands it. In a shaker, combine the mezcal, the lime juice, the prickly pear syrup, the orange liqueur, and shake it like you're trying to get a compliment out of Kenny. Pour over the rocks. Garnish with a lime wheel or a tiny cactus paddle if you're feeling theatrical. Flavor notes: the mezcal's smoke and the prickly pear's floral sweetness. equals immaculate desert vibes. The color will be neon magenta, like Troy's ears in a crowd. Coincidentally, a crowd is what you'll have when word gets out that you're serving prickly margs and that you can get pay-per-view from Troy's earrings. Now that's the way to end a show. Something to look forward to. I mean the cocktails. And the next episode of The Legend of PikVille Heavy Industries. Stay heavy, man. Audio textures and musical elements in this episode were sourced from Pixabay, courtesy of the creators who generously released their work into the wild. PHI thanks you, even if PHI doesn't officially exist here.